Fellowship is a competitive program, and so it attracts many successful fellows. And I would say I came in thinking that I was an expert and already a leader, and boy, I was wrong. I had a lot to learn from my fellows with the readings, the program, my incredible moderators and advisors, about learning more about myself, to just stop and listen and learn so much more.
We pulled together groups of 20 people. We call them fellows. Each of them is an entrepreneur. Each of them has been very successful at what they do, and each of them is ready to engage in a conversation about what more they could do of significance in the world to tackle some great challenges.
It has really been transformative. Being part of the Henry Crown Fellowship for me has really changed my lens into my leadership style, but more importantly, who I am, and as we like to say, how I walk in the world.
When people say moving from success to significance, that really kind of embodies what the Henry Crown Fellowship is all about. And really asking yourself, giving you the chance to ask yourself, what is your purpose on this earth? And how are you going to go about accomplishing that?
For me, I'm right now coming out of 12 years of service in the military, heading to graduate school next. So I'm at this massive inflection point in my life, and I have tons of questions, and I'm seeking advice from people. The fellowship's surrounding me with what I feel are the best people and the right people. People that are taking a very personal interest in me and understanding my values, my moral compass.
So what do? We use our network to introduce them to others who are concerned about the same sorts of things. We connect them, and we encourage them to learn from one another so they're not reinventing the wheel. We provide the fellows with mentors who can help them to think through their project ideas. And of course, our role in the network is to continue prodding them, saying, do more, keep acting, keep pushing.
We often get caught in these our own social networks where we spend a lot of time with people that are very similar to ourselves. The Henry Crown Fellowship has been built to encourage diversity of thought, diversity of race and gender, and diversity geographically from around the world. And that in itself has really challenged all of us to think differently, think better, think bigger.
I can now go out and have a much better way to get my opinions across, and a much more committed openness to other people's ideas, even if they're completely different than mine.
We encourage each of our fellows to dig deep, to step back and do some thinking, to pause and ask themselves, what is it you're really passionate about? Is it education? Is it healthcare? Is it issues of social justice? Is it poverty? What do you really care about? And then we ask them to step up.
The Henry Crown Fellowship changed me from a passive observer that have a lot of opinion to an active person that is actually trying to change. And during the first seminar, my project became my company. And one day later, I knew exactly what I'm about to do, and I'm still doing it.
My goal is to bring that transformative leadership discussion and values to tomorrow's finance leaders so we can reshape the industry.
The key thing to think about the Crown Fellowship projects is that you have to put the same level of seriousness, investment, and focus that you would on a project that you're doing for work. It's something that I think about every day, about how do we advance female leadership. We call the organization Women Up.
There is no room for being shy in the course of a fellowship. There is no room for being shy in this community. We really have to get ourselves out of our comfort zone, so to speak. It's the brother and sisterhood of this extraordinary program that is at the heart of what the Henry Crown Fellowship means to me.
If I had to sum up the Henry Crown Fellowship in one word for me, I'd actually say it's beautiful. It's because it's so much more than an interaction with 20 other people. It's an entire experience that is meant to bring the best out of you.
Rejuvenating.
Catalytic.
Re-energized.
Thoughtful.
Magical.
Deeply connecting.
The crack through which one's light can begin to shine through.
Refresh. A catalyst.
Magical.
Questioning. Inspiring.
Love.
Connected me to some of the greatest people in the world.